dignitaries to come and greet them. A senior diplomat with the Foreign Office, he was one of the men in charge of convincing Britain's European allies to put aside their petty squabbles and agree on a united strategy for dealing with Napoleon, now that the former emperor had escaped from Elba and returned to France to retake his throne.
I see you managed to coax the Russians and Prussians to be here, along with the Austrians, observed Saybrook. Yes, but whether I can get them to all move in the same direction is yet to be seen.
I don't envy you the task, Charles, murmured Arianna. Herding a room full of feral cats would be a far easier feat. In truth, Russia, Prussia, and Austria seem more caught up in scheming against each other to become the dominant power in Europe than in uniting to fight Napoleon.
Quite likely,
replied Mellon with a humorless smile.
Cats are clever and pragmatic creatures, while too many of these princes and generals are pompous windbags, filled with far more hot air than common sense. That doesn't bode well for the coming months, said the Earl. How are the negotiations proceeding?
Mellon took care to maintain the facade of a host, simply making casual pleasantries. His smile became more pronounced as he took her by the arm and indicated that the three of them should move to a more secluded spot near the entrance to the side salons. But Arianna didn't miss the flicker of unease in his eyes.
As to that,
his voice dropped to a top murmur.
I haven't time to explain all the complications now. This afternoon I received a secret communication from someone in the Prussian delegation, claiming there is a group of conspirators within our coalition of European allies who are in league with Napoleon. He says it's their mission to foment mistrust and dissension in order to cause our plans for a joint military alliance to crumble, which would throw the balance of power to Napoleon,
interjected Saybrook.
Any country trying to fight him alone would be a great underdog. If Europe fails to unite, the Emperor could force negotiations to legitimize his seizing of the throne. And if that happens, it's only a matter of time before he starts another attempt to conquer the world,
finished Mellon. The Earl considered the statement for a long moment.
How well do you trust this informant? Ah, there's the rub. The note was sent anonymously. Anonymous letters always trigger my suspicions.
Saybrook shook his head.
It could be a ruse to feed you false information or trick you into revealing sensitive information. I'm aware of that,
replied Mellon.
However, I really have no choice but to pursue the matter. Our government simply can't afford for the coalition to crumble. Wellington's situation is not good.
Though the Duke of Wellington was about to take command of an army just outside of Brussels, it was pitifully small, and the majority of his troops were untested in battle.
The truth is, he can't beat the French on his own, continued Mellon. So what do you plan to do?
asked Saybrook,
though I have a feeling I'm not going to like the answer. You're right.
Mellon drew a tight breath.
You see, my next move all depends on your wife.
Chapter 2. Me? Arianna frowned in puzzlement. Ye gods, why me?
It seems my anonymous source is acquainted with you from your trip to the peace conference in Vienna last autumn, replied Mellon, and has the highest regard for your ironclad integrity.
A Prussian. She tried to think of who it might be. Precious few of them had appeared to hold a woman's intellect in high regard.
He demanded that his first meeting be face to face with you. If you give him your word that I can be trusted, he'll reveal the names of the conspiracy's ringleaders. It's likely a trap.